Hey riders, welcome back to Moto Nexthub, your go-to destination for the latest in motorcycle tech, performance and culture. Today we're diving deep into a bike that's been making headlines in the mid-size segment as the 2026 Harley-Davidson X440T, a roadster that blends neo-retro styling, modern tech, and the iconic Harley spirit. Let's break it down. 1. What is the X440T? Voiceover, B-roll of bike on road. This is the Harley-Davidson X440T, the 2026 iteration of Harley's entry-level neo-retro roadster, built through Harley's collaboration with Moto Corp. It takes the foundation of the X440 and adds a bunch of enhancements aimed at style, rider confidence, and everyday performance. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson plus 1/2 price positioning host, on camera with price graphic, in India. The 2026 Harley-Davidson X440T debuts with an ex-showroom price of around a superscript 12,79,500. That puts it above the standard X440A, making it a premium choice in the mid-size segment. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson graphic, 2026 X440T price say a superscript 12,79,500. Ex-showroom, India. For many markets outside India, expected pricing points under $6,000 have been mentioned, though final global pricing will vary. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Australian Motorcycle News 3 engine performance voiceover, cut to engine close-ups. Under the tank, the X440T uses the familiar 440cc single-cylinder, oil-cooled engine at the same unit you find in the regular X440. It produces around 27 horsepower and 38 Nm of torque, paired with the 6-speed gearbox and slipper-assist clutch for smoother downshifts. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson plus 1. This is not a rocket ship. It's tuned for usable, real-world to work in city traffic and highway cruising alike. The engine's character matches the neo-retro ethos, accessible, friendly, and functional for daily riding. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 drivespark.com host, on camera, don't expect superbike levels of speed. This bike thrives in the urban grind and scenic twisties, where its mid-range punch keeps things engaging without being intimidating. 4. Design aesthetics. Voiceover. Design is where the X440T truly makes its mark. A redesigned rear subframe and sleek tail section that give it a sportier, more purposeful stance compared to the original X440. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson. Bar and mirrors that add a custom, modern look. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson. A muscular fuel tank, long seat, and wide handlebars that balance comfort with attitude. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 drivespark.com. Round headlamp with crisp LED lighting up front and tidy LED indicators and tail lamp, a classic hues with a modern twist. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 drivespark.com. Host, on camera walking around bike. The color palette also stands out, with options like pearl blue, pearl red, pearl white and vivid black giving riders choice and personality. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 drivespark.com. 5. Rider aid electronics voiceover, dashboard close-up. This is where the X440T separates itself from the bare-bones bikes. Ride-by-wire throttle, a smoother and more precise power delivery. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 2 ride modes, a road train, a tailored throttle and traction control behavior. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 switchable traction control, adds confidence during variable surfaces. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 switchable ABS, especially important for unpredictable road conditions. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 panic brake alert, a flashes activate under hard braking for added safety. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 3.5 cube TFT display with smartphone connectivity, a navigation and alerts at a glance. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2 Harley-Davidson 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 Harley X440 Harley X440 host, tack angle shot. These features are standout for this price segment, especially from a brand like Harley-Davidson, which is traditionally more old school. They make the bike safer, smarter, and more adaptable. 6. Chassis, suspension handling, voice-over, ride footage. The frame stays true to the X440 platform with 43mm USD forks up front and twin rear shocks, tuned for a balance of comfort and sporty handling. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. The Times of India. With the steel trellis frame, 18-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels, and hybrid disc brakes, it's equipped to handle both city corners and open stretches with poise. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Australian motorcycle news. Host, on Twisties. It's not a full-on sport bike, but the riding position and chassis setup give you confidence, upright ergonomics, predictable turn-in and composed stability, perfect for daily commute and weekend rides. 7. Comfort, practicality, voiceover, comfort shots. Comfort isn't an afterthought. Why micro long, stepped seat for rider pillion comfort. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Why micro wide bars for relaxed control and reduced fatigue. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Why micro fuel tank and ergonomics designed for both short hops, longer rides. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Driverspark.com. Harley-Davidson host, on camera. It's a bike that doesn't punish you after an hour in the saddle. A smart design choice for riders who want daily usability and weekend fun. 8. What's unique about the X440T? Tech-forward features rarely seen in this class. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Harley-Davidson ride modes plus traction control at a friendly price. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Harley-Davidson styling that bridges retro and modern without trying too hard. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. Driverspark.com. Harley-Davidson brand appeal with practical engineering from Hero Moto Corp. IDRSS inverted question mark 1/2. The Sun 9 WHO is IT for host, on camera. If you're a rider who wants a street-ready motorcycle that's more engaging than commuter bikes, modern electronics and safety tech, a distinct presence on the road, and a Harley heritage with everyday practicality, the X440T is a compelling choice. 10. Final thoughts host. Conclusion. The 2026 Harley-Davidson X440T brings style, tech, and approachable performance into a single package. It isn't about raw power, it's about character and usability, backed by a legendary name in motorcycling. If you're considering stepping up from a 250-300cc segment, or you want a machine that stands out in daily riding, this bike deserves a hard look. Ultra host. Thanks for riding with us on Moto Nexthub. If you enjoyed this review, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay tuned for more bike reviews and deep dives. Drop a comment. What do you think of the X440T? See you in the next one.